I watched my mother-in-law's face drain of color as I pressed play. 80 people froze. My husband's eyes, confused, betrayed, found mine. Because tonight wasn't a party. It was Judgment Day. And the woman everyone called a saint was about to meet her truth. My name is Sarah, 28, hopeless romantic, and newly married to Michael, my perfect man. We met in a coffee shop when he grabbed my latte by mistake. He smiled, apologized, and somehow never stopped showing up after that. Our wedding was everything I dreamed of: sunset vows, laughter, and his mother, Linda, giving the most heartfelt toast. She hugged me afterward and whispered, "Welcome to the Montgomery family. I hope you can handle the responsibility." I laughed. I should have run. It started with little comments. Store-bought dessert? How practical. Or her rearranging my living room while calling it help. Every date night, she'd call Michael with an emergency. And every time he went, he said, "She's just lonely since Dad travels." But I saw her smile when our plans fell apart. So I started writing it all down. Every word, every visit. Because something told me this woman wasn't just overprotective. By the second month, she had a key to our house. I'd come home to find my furniture moved and my curtains replaced. When I asked why, she said, "I'm just making it feel more like home, dear." Except it was my home. That night, I decided to stop reacting and start recording. First came the work emails I never sent, then meetings I didn't cancel, but somehow my name did. I thought I was going crazy until I overheard her on the phone. "He'll believe it. She's too emotional to think straight." My stomach dropped. Linda wasn't meddling. She was setting me up. 2 days later, Michael confronted me with screenshots of messages I'd never written. They made it look like I was having an affair. I tried to explain, but Linda cried first. "I warned her. I told her temptation ruins marriages." He believed her silence more than my words. And in that moment, I lost both my husband and my sanity. Then I met David, Michael's father's business partner. He told me Linda had been pushing Michael to sell his shares of Montgomery Enterprises. If she could prove our marriage unstable, she'd control the deal. It wasn't jealousy. It was money. She wasn't trying to break us apart. She was trying to own us. I stopped crying that day. If she wanted a game, I'd play, but on my terms. David became my secret ally. We met in quiet cafes, comparing notes, charity ledgers that didn't add up, donations that went to shell companies in her name. Every charity event she hosted was a laundering front, and every email she sent to Michael painted me as the distraction, keeping him from success. I gathered proof, bank statements, recordings, screenshots. One evening, she showed up unannounced while I was organizing files. She smiled that practice smile. "Still working, dear? You're not really built for business." I didn't answer because my camera was already recording, and every word she said became evidence. I couldn't just tell Michael. He wouldn't believe me. He needed to see her lies. So I planned it. The annual Montgomery Charity Gala, her biggest night of the year. She'd stand before her friends and investors, and I'd show them exactly who she was. The ballroom shimmered with gold and gossip. Linda, radiant as ever, delivered her opening speech about family and honesty. Michael smiled from the front row. He still believed she was pure. I waited for her favorite line. Family is everything. Then I pressed play. Every secret flashed on the screen. Her fake donations, her recordings of Michael, her messages pretending to be me. Michael's eyes widened. Linda froze, her pearl necklace catching the light like a noose. The woman who built her empire on lies watched it crumble in real time. She didn't argue, she didn't apologize, she simply walked out, shoulders straight but trembling. Michael stayed frozen in his seat, then turned to me, eyes full of regrets and something softer, truth. We didn't speak. We didn't need to. The silence between us said everything. It took weeks for the chaos to quiet. Linda's charity shut down. Her name disappeared from the company. And for the first time, Michael asked me, "How did you know?" I said, "Because I stopped trusting words and started trusting patterns." Now, we live in a smaller house, filled with peace instead of perfection. Sometimes I still hear her voice in my head, criticizing every move. But then Michael laughs, and it fades. Because the truth doesn't just destroy, it cleans. It burns away everything fake until only what's real can begin again. Sometimes the hardest truths set you free.